All right, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It's a lovely day in the neighborhood. All right, y'all did real good on the test yesterday. Real good. I don't have anybody who's missing. And almost everybody got themselves caught up. So that is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. And still missing a couple of people, but if you go to your Canvas page, Canvas, homepage, there's an activity that says the microscope. Click on that. I'm still letting folks in. Just good afternoon, good afternoon. All right. Good afternoon. So for those of you who just came in, we're on Canvas, we're on the home page, and we're going to click on this thing that says microscope. All right. Let me make sure GoGuardian is up, and it is. All right. So you have all right, Nevaeh, I believe I answered you. So yes, if you do that one thing, maybe. All right, and Charlie's not here yet, but Charlie promised me to do that one thing too. All righty. Kingsley, what we doing? What we doing? What we doing? All righty. Okay, so we're gonna click on, actually first you want to download the worksheets. So let's do that first. Download the worksheet. Download the worksheet. And again, download it in such a way that you can answer the questions. There's a whole lot of other stuff going on that website. And those of you who finished early yesterday, you got a preview. And I still would like for you to do that, but all right, so if you click on the link, it should take you to the website and it should work. I had people use it yesterday. It's listed. It should be allowed. All right, so it is interactive. You can start with the guide and go through and read all the parts. So every time you read the first page, you change chapters, you read the second page. Second chapter has 12 pages to it. So all of this stuff is just reading right here. So do read the guide. Do. You and read all the pages, the terminologies. And when you finish reading the guide, then you want to go to learn. All right, learn. This is where your worksheet comes in. Okay, so let me see if I can pull that back up. All right, so on your worksheet, you have this same picture and you want to put the letters on the line that match Well, oops, where am I? Okay, I got too many things open. Every time I opened it, there we go. Let me close this one. All right. So when you click on these things, they bring up stuff. So you want the parts of the microscope. So you want to just click on whatever those things are there, and it will tell you what it is. Hold on a second. Okay, so on your worksheet, you have letters. Okay, on the interactive, they don't have letters, but for each, they have a spot where you have letters on your worksheet, so they should correspond. All these little question marks will correspond with the letters on your worksheet. Okay, so and it'll once you've looked at it already, the check mark will stay. All right, and I'm gonna have to say that all over again because somebody else is coming. All right, so I'm gonna back up just a little bit. All right. All right. Good afternoon, Brandon. All right, and folks, you're supposed to be on camera. All right, all right. I think we're just missing, we're missing Charlie. All right. So again, you want to go to the website, you want to first click on the worksheet, download the worksheet. And again, your worksheet has letters. The picture on the website does not, but it has question marks in the same place that you have letters. So make sure they correspond and it will identify what that part is for you. When you finish with that, you can continue with the learn and that will help you answer the other questions. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that. Now, this is like the first grade for this new quarter starts on Monday. So this is going to be the first grade for that. So the due date for it is next week. So it's not going to show up in the grade book until next week. Okay. But still do it. Still do it because we're going to move on. We're going to move on. So just make sure that you do it today. But like I said, don't look for it to show up in the grade book right away. Okay. Good afternoon, Dallas. All right. Dallas, we are in Canvas and on your homepage, there's something that says microscope. The microscope. You're going to click on the microscope. You're going to download the worksheet. And like I was just explaining to them that the worksheet has letters on it, but when you look at the website, let me go back to it. Um, the website has question marks. So when you click on the question marks, it will name the object for you, and then you can identify the letter on your worksheet. Okay. So do definitely read the guide if you didn't read it yesterday, then read the Explorer, then the Explorer will help you answer the questions. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? All right, we are going on to energy. That is our next module, but you do need to know the parts of the microscope. So this is a short, quick, fast activity to touch base on that. And then we're going to, whoops, then we're going to move on next week to energy. So we talked a little bit, oops, it's not, okay, I got to publish it for you. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about energy and ATP molecules, photosynthesis and respiration. Now we're really going to talk about it. We're going to take it apart and kind of do a little chemistry a little bit. And so that's our next module. So for next week. Okay. All right. So again, the activity that you're working on, parts of the microscope, is kind of fits in between here a little bit. And it's not going to show up until on your grade book. Okay, 3 more people. Thought we had everybody. All right. Okay. All right. Good afternoon. So for the benefit of those who just joined, I'll repeat. And I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. So again, if you finish the microscope activity, then you can go ahead and get an overview of what energy is about. But like I said, we won't spend a lot of time on it because we have talked a little bit of by now you should know what ATP is. You should know a little bit about, but this part down here is going to be a little more involved. So we're going to get into, we're going to break down respiration and photosynthesis and really look at the machinery that's involved in that. So that's what this unit is about. It looks short, but it's a very, very intense little unit. Okay, so for those of you who just came in, you are going to your homepage. You are going to click on microscope. You are going to download the worksheet first. It looks like that. And this top part, your picture up here has letters on it, but when you go to the website, it's going to look like this. And you want to read the guide first, but the microscope is actually on the Learn page. It has question marks, but when you click on a question mark, it will tell you what it is, so then you can go back to the worksheet and figure out what letter you need to put on the line. Okay? When you finish that, hit the main button and then hit Explore so that you can answer the rest of the questions. Okay, and yes, do test. And it will give you a score. That one you're going to have to, again, screenshot your results for me because it's not going to send it to me automatically. And then that's it. Okay. So learn, explore, test. All right, Charlie, work on whatever that one thing is that's going to make everything wonderful. Let me see what that might be. All right. And again, folks, if you have something that's outstanding and it's going to make your grade look prettier, you have until the end of today to do that. Like I said, I don't have to call nobody's mama, so I'm good. But if you want to make it look prettier, and the other thing I said to you earlier too, is you have to remember that this is an end of course test class. And when you do that external exam, they're going to take 20% of that and add it to your grade. Term grade to be as high as possible. So we're working on raising our GPA. Where did my Zoom go? Okay, there you go. Kind of disappeared on me for a minute. All right. So if there is something that you feel that you can do to make your grade look better than it was, go ahead and do that. This particular microscope, yes, we are doing it today, but it's not going to show up. If you notice, the due date on that actually is Monday. Okay. So because it's Monday, Monday is the new grade book. So don't look for it to show up in this 9 weeks. So yes, we are moving on, and we are moving on again because we got a lot to cover. We got to get everything done before you have to do this um, milestone exam. So we don't have time to say, oh, let's take a break. So we are going to do this microscope activity, and then we're going to move on to um, energy in the cells. Got it? Got it? Everybody good? Everybody good? All right. And I like that it's virtual because if you all are not in the classroom, and so I try to get as many virtual activities for you to do to pretend that you are in the classroom. So this is our microscope lab. Might be you, Neve. Can everybody else hear me? Neve says she can't hear me. Okay, all right, Neve, it's you. So let me fix. Watch. All right, everybody should be doing the lab. Brandon, what are we gonna do with you? I'm gonna start clicking you out of your extra activities. Please do your work. All right, Jayla, I'm not seeing your screen is loading for me, so I can't see what you're not seeing. I'm gonna read to my screen because so many of y'all are just loading. Go Guardian is just taking his sweet time today. All right, Jayla, let's see so what is it that you can't see? Let me see if I. You're on the overview. I don't know if on the overview part they're going to let you get it in any bigger than that. Um, they have enlarged the piece that the part that you're looking at, Jayla, they have enlarged it in the circle. And so I think that's as big as it's not so much that it's the whole tube that is the arm of the microscope. So I think you're seeing as much as you need to see. Yep. All right, there you go. All right, can you hear me now? Still can? Um, okay, give me 1 second. I do. Charlie, check your message. Kingsley, check your message. Got it. Oh, that's the wrong one. No. Oh no, that's the quiz. Well, that'll work. Yeah, okay. That will work just fine. Copy. Did you need a code for that? Yeah, you need a code. Okay, that'll work. Okay, let me check on that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second to do that. Yes, I do. Okay, it's unlocked. Okay, anybody else need me to unlock something? Right, where was I? Right to the one. Okay, good. Stay ahead of the game. Yay. All right. Oh, and I should add that you can turn in the worksheet. It's just not going to show up in the grade book until um, next next quarter. Like I said, get that out the way. Get that out the way. Probably the functions, Ethan. You're supposed to add the brief statement for each organelle. What does it do? All right, Neve, that was the issue with yours as well. You are supposed to add a brief statement as to what each organelle did. So that's why you didn't get full credit on that. Okay, sure. Oh, did we? Yeah, yeah, because what I have for you right now is all the two pages are labeled, but there's no functions on them. That's blue. Mm. There you go. Okay, folks. If you are good where you are, you may log out and I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day.